Why do we have such misandry, the hate and contempt for men in our culture? What we need to understand is that the foundation of hatred is oppression. And continuing to buy into modern day feminism continues to make us believe that we are oppressed, which breeds hatred. What I had to learn and what I had to see for myself is that I can only hate someone if I have hatred within myself. And that's what I learned when I let go of believing in modern day feminism and I began to see things a different way, is recognizing that men were not my oppressor. I had become my oppressor by believing and buying into the myth that I am oppressed. I wanted the excuse. I wanted a reason to not rise above my own limitations and go out and make a life for myself and make something of me. So I used the excuse of modern day feminism to believe that men were my enemy, which in doing so made me a victim and I was my oppressor. So ladies, men are not your oppressor. You are your oppressor. By using something like feeling unequal to a man or that men are your enemy to hide in life, to play small, and to not go out and make something of yourself. And that's exactly what I had done. When we can recognize that, that's when we can change and realize that we can go out and be who we want to be and do anything we want to do. 10% of the Fortune 500 companies, their CEOs are women in male-dominated industries like engineering and tech. We have a female vice president. We had a female in 2016 win the popular vote in the presidential election. I have a good friend who's a super on a construction site. I have a client who owns and runs a construction company and owns one of the top interior design firms in Denver. We're not oppressed anymore. And it's believing that we are oppressed that we become our own oppressors to hold ourselves back. And in that, we hate ourselves for all that we're not doing. And we project that hate onto men. And again, as long as we hate men, we can't have a healthy relationship. We can't have a healthy, loving marriage. So what's the solution? My solution was I had to realize that the experience of myself and the life I had created was because of my own choices and decisions, that nothing had happened to me. And when I could see that it was my choices and decisions that had created the experience of myself and my life, then I could do something about it. Then I was actually empowered because I could begin making different choices and different decisions to create myself and create the life that I wanted. It means that we have to take responsibility for ourselves, that I am where I am today because of my choices and decisions, not what has happened to me. And the reason we want to do this as women is, and what happened for me that was just incredible, was I began to see my husband in a completely different light. I began to see how thoughtful and kind and generous he was and other good men are. And it took off this veil of seeing men through misandry and the contempt and hate that had built up in me by buying into modern day feminism. And there's nothing in me that feels held back, that feels that there's some invisible glass ceiling or some invisible patriarchy rigging the system. It's all up to me. Ladies, it's all up to you. And this is something you want to realize in yourself and recognize so that you can have a healthy, loving marriage with your husband or have a healthy, loving relationship with a man, because it can't happen if we have misandry and we hate men. If you enjoyed this video today, please take a second to hit the thumbs up below. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so that you're notified when I put new content out. If you know someone who would enjoy this video or benefit from watching it, please share it. I'm excited to get my message out and to instill hope in women and men that we can have healthy relationships. Men watching, I want you to know there are plenty of women out there like me who want to see these things, who want to grow and evolve as women, who want to have healthy, loving relationships with men. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.